To this week's live, our Thursday Night Live with the Baseball Together podcast. I forgot to unmute my microphone, but I'm here now. You can hear me now, and all is well. I am Brad. I'm with Brig. How are you today, Brig?
So good. How are you, Brad?
I'm great. I'm excited. I'm still getting used to this live thing, but I think we're going to make it. I think we'll be okay. Brig, should we go ahead and get into this? We have some more IL updates to go along with Monday's episode. Just two, correct, but I feel like they're significant, right?
They are. Yes, they are. Yeah.
So we talked about Chris Bryant has back spasms. He's officially been put on the 10-day IL, so he's going to be out at least 10 days. I didn't see if that was retroactive to like Sunday, but I saw the news yesterday that is the case. That he's going to be out for 10 days with those back spasms. He's also
officially off my fantasy team. Oh. I did it just in time.
Might be one that I pick up and put on my IL. Right now, I have Eloy Jimenez on my IL. He's been there. He's been on the 10-day for like forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might replace him on my IL, but we'll see. Also,
he's available.
He is available
to do nothing for you.
Yes.
Tell you.
Yes. Another one is Aroldis Chapman is on the 15-day IL with left Achilles tendonitis. That's a problem because he is a left-handed pitcher, right, Brig?
Yes. Yep. Sure enough.
So
that's a big problem.
Could be a big deal. Yeah, a little scary. Do you ever get that when you're walking around the house and like your Achilles starts to hurt and you're like, oh, I got to sit down like right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time I wake up, actually. No.
Every day, I do my stretches and then I get out of bed. But
I feel like I probably should, actually.
Not a bad idea. Maybe that was something that we incorporate in the new morning routine. But so there's a couple of IL updates for you. Now, Brig, real quick, I came across this article yesterday, actually, on MLB.com. They did the All-MLB team thus far. We're about a quarter of the way through the season, which is weird to say. It still feels like it just started, and I keep telling myself, the Mariners aren't this bad. It's still early. All is well. All is well. But I'm believing that lie less and less every single day. But
there you go.
So we have so far this All MLB team. We have catcher Wilson Contreras on the trade block. First baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Easy
Second
choice,
baseman,
I say.
my guy Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Spectacular.
Shortstop Tim Anderson. Super duh.
Mm.
Oh, who would you put then? Who would you put there, Brig?
Actually, I don't know.
I don't know a shortstop who's having a better year so far.
I don't either, actually.
Maybe at the end of the year it might be somebody else, but right now it's Tim Anderson.
Right now it is. Yeah.
So I think that's how that would go. Manny Machado at third base.
Yeah.
He's an MVP candidate right now.
He's killing it, man. He's
playing out of his mind.
I don't even know what's going on.
Well, and the thing that's funny is that like I love all these people who are like, oh, Manny Machado is so overrated. It's like, no, this is the guy. This is the guy that we've known he could be.
Yeah, and he's been quieter a couple of years than we expected him to be. But this is true Manny Machado.
Yes. Yeah, this is who we thought he would be. And the fact that he's doing this because he has to with no Tatis, carrying this team, keeping them neck and neck with the Dodgers is unreal. Absolutely.
That's the best part. Yeah.
And lest we forget, Brig, he was the only guy who showed up to the 2019 World Series on that Dodgers roster. So there's that.
He was the only one. That's true. Yeah.
Everybody else forgot. In the outfield, you have Mike Trout, Taylor Ward, both of the Angels,
Both Angels, yeah.
Aaron Judge.
Yep.
And I think Aaron Judge belongs on there more so than anybody, man. Taylor Ward is playing out of his mind right now. I don't know if that's necessarily sustainable for a guy like that. Like he might like go crazy the entire year, but I think he's gonna fall off. Mike Trout's gonna stay there because that's what he does. Judge is gonna stay
if he
there
can stay healthy.
As long as those guys can stay healthy.
Right.
You're spot
on. That's it. But it'll be great. Judge is on pace to hit like 58 home runs right now.
I saw 66 last night.
66? Did it get up?
It did, because he hit another home run, and they're like, he's on pace for 66 home runs this year. I was like, oh,
I know he hit another one last night. Yeah, and I know he just barely missed one last night because of the Build-A-Park they have at Camden now.
Oh my gosh, did
you see it?
I've seen it.
It was like 3 rows deep in the old arrangement.
It's such an awkward arrangement, right? Like, it's literally like, we're giving up home runs in this area at an exceptional rate. Let's just cut it out. Like, no, it should be smooth around the outs. Raise the wall if you want to.
Sure. Yes.
Yes. And I understand there's some logistical stuff that goes into that because of the lower deck and the seats and everything like that. But man, or just deal with it. New York does.
Back off. No, I'm just kidding.
They deal with it in Boston too, Brig. You know
they do. I know. It's true. It's absolutely true.
All right, and our starting pitcher is Justin Verlander, fitting
back from the dead.
1.22 ERA. That's unreal. I'm curious if maybe he was pitching with a partially torn UCL for several years.
Yeah,
which is saying something because he was still dominant, but his velocity was way down.
And
now his velocity's up, and he's more dominant than he's been in a decade.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
Crazy.
I'm very excited for him, actually.
I'm not.
Oh, well.
Simply because he's a
ALS woes. Yeah.
But he is on my fantasy team, though. So.
Oh, that's lucky. That's super lucky. When you picked him, I thought, what? And now.
I felt like I was taking a waiver, and I got him at a bargain. I got him like the 6th or 7th round. I got him pretty late. So.
You did. Yeah. That's because nobody expected him to do well.
That's right. Yeah. And then you've got relief pitcher JP Feyereisen of the Rays, who's pitched 20 innings and is yet to give up a run.
It's a significant achievement.
Yeah, that's really good. And then
only 5 hits.
Hitter, 5 hits, only walked 4.
Yeah.
20 strikeouts. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you've got designated hitter Bryce Harper, which is fitting because I mean, you've got, it shows the runner-up, Jordan Alvarez, who has 12 home runs and 25 RBIs. But Bryce Harper, he's destroying him in batting average. Harper's hitting 302. Alvarez is hitting 250.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Plus his 6 stolen bases.
I love guys who hit for average.
I like really that Bryce Harper is almost 30 and still stealing bases.
That's what I love. He has 6 stolen bases, and Tim Anderson is on this list with 7 stolen bases, and that dude steals a base every chance he gets. I don't think he's ever been thrown out this season, by the way, Tim Anderson.
Take a look real quick because he might not have.
I don't think he's been caught stealing one time. I could be wrong.
He's been caught stealing 0 times, 7 stolen bases.
Nice. I'm telling you. So Harper should be in that conversation at the same level. I'm sure Bryce Harper's been caught stealing, but we could look that up too, I guess.
We can. I was going to look up real quick. Your league leader in stolen bases, though, is Julio Rodriguez.
Ooh.
With 13 stolen bases, been caught 3 times.
13?
Talk about somebody who steals a base every chance he gets.
Jeez.
So I was watching the game yesterday. He's on first base. He got a stolen base yesterday while I was watching, and they were talking about about his interesting stance that he has at first base when he's leading off. That he's actually got his body turned at about 45 degrees towards second base.
Like,
and Mike Blowers, like he's going every single pitch. Mike Blowers, the color guy for the Mariners. It's like, honestly, he's like, I love it. But he's like, I don't know how he makes it back to first base and doesn't get picked off.
Yeah.
And it might just be the fact that the dude is 6'4", but
he's huge.
Yeah. Bryce Harper's been caught stealing 1 time this year.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And they're not playing bad teams.
No, they're not.
Neither
He's
of them
doing
are.
everything
The
he
White
can to
Sox
keep that
or the Phillies. Yeah.
keep that team afloat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on real quick. We have a quick update on the Josh Donaldson, Tim Anderson feud. And this was something that we kind of speculated about on Tuesday's episode. This is what Tim Anderson said. This is according to Jesse Rogers of ESPN. He said, I told him in 2019, we never have to talk again. I won't speak to you. You won't speak to me if that's how you're going to refer to me. I knew he knew exactly what he was doing in New York.
Yep.
So you tell a guy not to call you something, you don't call him that. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, or you do it and you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Like you know you're doing it on purpose and it's strategic for sure.
Yep.
It still rubs me the wrong way. It did when we first heard about it. So
yeah.
Anyway,
absolutely. All right, we have games coming up this weekend.
I love it.
National slate. I like that these games are so. I mean, the Apple TV games are like readily available to a lot of people, but obviously not everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't get them.
You would on your computer.
Would I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because your computer has Apple TV on it.
It does.
Yeah, so you can watch it on there.
What?
Anybody who has a Mac device, an Apple device at all, whether it's a computer, a phone, or an Apple TV, you can watch these games for free.
I did not know this.
Yeah. And that's part of the problem is that, like, I feel like people feel like they have to have Apple TV Plus, which we do specifically to watch Ted Lasso and now also to watch baseball.
Yes, because I don't even have an Apple TV device, like the box.
Yeah, so Apple TV Plus is like if you were to have like Disney Plus.
The subscription. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the subscription that goes on the app on your computer. So you could still watch Ted Lasso, Brig. And it's cheap. It's like $5 a month.
That's exciting.
Which is worth paying for with Ted Lasso.
Is it worth Ted Lasso?
It's worth it for Ted Lasso. It's so good. I'm about to start it again because season 3 is going to come out later this year, and I need to watch the first 2 again. But
fantastic.
Anywho, so Friday night games, we have the Orioles at the Red Sox. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern. The reason, and this is so last week I was kind of fishing to give you guys some reasons to watch these games. Now I have legitimate reasons for every game. Are you ready for this, Brig?
Yes.
You get to watch Adley Rutschman play.
Yes.
And the Red Sox might actually be really good.
Maybe. Yeah. They're on a surge right now.
They are. They figured out how to hit the ball again. Of course, it took a Mariners trip to to Boston to do it. But it happened.
Yeah.
The Orioles are 4-6 in their last 10. They're going to continue to be a nuisance. I feel like all season long they're going to be 4-6 in their last 10, but they're going to beat teams they shouldn't be in those 4.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. That's the Orioles.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sorry, I said Red Sox tonight. The Orioles. The Red Sox are 7-3 in their last 10.
Right. That's what I say. They're on a surge. They're killing it right now.
Yeah. Offensively, they're awesome. Trevor Story's been hitting home runs like crazy this last week.
He figured it out. I don't know what happened, but talk about a comeback story. Like we all, it's very cool to see.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Oh. The other Apple TV Plus game is the Blue Jays at the Angels. For me, this is just a chance to see some of the biggest stars in the game.
Yeah.
Right. Like we talked about, Taylor Ward is playing really well right now. Mike Trout, obviously, got Ohtani. Hello. That's appointment TV right there alone. And then the Blue Jays have Vlad Guerrero Jr. III, Bo Bichette, Kevin Biggio. Who knows their pitching? They have that pitching staff that everybody loves so much that I'm still lukewarm on, but that's just me. If you could pick only one of those 2 games, Brig, which one would you watch on Friday night?
The Blue Jays at the Angels.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that's the one I'd pick.
Yeah.
Mostly to see Mike Trout killing it right now and Ohtani. Those I like watching those 2 play together.
Yeah. So the Blue Jays are 6-4 in their last 10. And the Angels are 5-5 in their last 10. And then Saturday, so I was thinking to myself yesterday, Brig, I was like, are they still doing the Saturday afternoon baseball game? Because that used to be like a big thing, right? Like I remember when I was young, I would go to baseball practice in the morning, and then I'd come home and just sit on the couch and watch baseball for the afternoon. And then I would go hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. Instead of it being on Fox, though, it's on FS1.
Yeah. I won't be watching that game.
I probably won't be either.
No. Thank you.
Especially since the Guardians are 3-7 in their last 10, and the Tigers are 5-5. Yeah.
The Guardians play baseball almost as terribly as their name.
Almost.
I just call them the Cleveland team. I refuse to say it almost every time.
I think that's a better way to go. I always felt like the Guardians was like a placeholder name, but I'm really afraid that it's not going to be.
They seem to be really latching onto it.
Yeah. That like maybe the Guardians is a placeholder name, and then their weird wonky logo with the baseball with the wings was going to be a placeholder logo.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is. I think they're serious about this.
I think so. And I need to know from Cleveland fans, are you guys upset? Is this a problem for you? It's a problem for the rest of the league, but is it a problem for you?
Yeah, because we addressed this when it came out that like, is this a problem? But I want to know again, like, are you still in on the Guardians, or were you never in on the Guardians name?
Yeah, we need to know, because it doesn't seem sustainable, but they're gonna friggin' make it happen.
I guess maybe they'll bring in an actual professional graphic designer to make a new logo eventually, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
We have bigger news in Cincinnati.
We do. So on Sunday, you can actually watch the Reds play. This is our wake up in baseball game. That's what I'm going to start calling this on Peacock.
Nice. Yes.
This is at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. The Giants at the Reds. The Reds, Brig, earlier this month won 8 of 12.
Yes.
They were on a hot streak. However, they have now lost 4 of the last 5. And they're 3-4 since the no incident.
Well, they played the Pirates a handful of times in there. So
the Pirates. Oh, I gotta check real quick. The Pirates handed it to somebody yesterday. It was like 10-5. The Pirates won.
Yeah. It was,
and I couldn't believe it.
I don't remember
the Rockies. So that only kind of counts.
Baseball family, we don't hate on everybody. We just it changes as the season goes. It changes every season. And right now, I think it's pretty clear who we're bagging on all the time. It's not personal. It doesn't reflect you as a fan at all.
Not even a little bit, no.
It's
but real quick,
Brad being Blackjack Brad.
But Brick, speaking of offense, though, like, have you seen the Giants and Mets this week? Like, did you see the scores of those games?
Yes, they were nuts.
There was like 100,000 runs scored in 3 games.
I was like, where are we in London? What is this?
For those of you who don't know, we have to talk about this for just even a second. So on Monday, the Mets beat the Giants 13-3. On Tuesday, the scales evened out a bit, and the Giants won 13-12. And then yesterday, I have that. That's 9 innings. That is a 9-inning game.
Oh, I thought it went to extras. Yeah. Okay.
No. Jock Peterson hit 3 home runs. It did come down to a walk-off, though. The score was 12-11 going into the 9th inning. And the Giants, there was 3 runs scored in the 9th inning alone.
That's right.
Goodness.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
And then on Wednesday, the Giants beat the Mets 9-3.
Man. It's a serious problem.
Can we get a pitcher to the stadium, please? Holy smokes. Golly.
That's crazy.
But I'm sure it was a good time.
Yeah.
So this series against the Reds, back to the Giants real quick. This series against the Reds, I think the Giants need this to be able to keep pace with the Dodgers and Padres. If they don't, it's going to start to spiral, and it's going to get out of control.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be okay.
I think they're probably going to be okay too.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. And then Sunday night, the ESPN game, the Phillies at the Mets.
Yes, this could be a really good game.
It really could be.
Yeah, it could be a really
good
game.
This is one that I don't want to say I'm circling it on my calendar, but I will certainly be watching this one. Yeah. That game is 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. One thing I really like about being on the West Coast is that this game starts at 4 o'clock for me. So we can just kind of putt around at night while kids are hanging out and have this game on. It's nice. It's really nice. And then it's over before they go to bed.
It's not me. I'm like, if I want to watch this game through to the end, I got to decide how much sleep I'm going to lose.
That's why I could never live on the East Coast. Ever, ever, ever.
It's tough. It's tough sometimes.
It's brutal, man.
Especially if it goes into extras. If you get any free baseball at all, you're like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, gotta start making some life choices.
That's right. Get existential crisis about every night for about 8 months.
Seriously. I used to stay up and watch the Mariners every night growing up, like in high school and stuff. And
Yeah.
my mom would be like, you have to get up early for school in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I'll just sleep in a little bit. It'll be fine.
It'll be all right.
I'll shower tonight. I'll be okay. Wear a hat
Right,
to
exactly.
school.
Hat
Not
to
a big
school. Yes. Oh men. We men. That's what
I'll wake up.
Hear it.
I'll wake up 15 minutes before school starts. I'll be there 5 minutes early. It's fine.
Put on some pit juice and a hat and you're good.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
That's
Yep.
right.
So the Phillies, they're 3-7 in their last 10. They need this series big time.
They do.
Big
So
time.
do the Mets though to rebound. So
That's right. 6-4 in their
gonna be
last
good.
10. They're still without Scherzer and DeGrom.
Yeah.
They're going to need to keep the rest of that division in check without those guys, or they could be in a world of hurt and could very well end up meting the bed, Brig.
No. Stop it. You stop it right now.
It didn't come from nowhere, Brig. Let's be real.
I know. I know we're a quarter of the way through the season, but I'm still holding out that they're not going to met the bed. Nope.
You can have that. I'll let you have it.
Thank you.
Okay, other series to watch this weekend. We have the Brewers at the Cardinals. Could potentially be the most boring good series of the weekend. These are two teams that are like so good, but I'm like, I refuse to watch either of them because unless I want to take a nap, I'm like, I don't know what it is about Craig Counsell and the way he manages that bullpen, but I get a really good nap from like innings 3 to 7.
That's because it's flawless.
You're probably right.
Like strategically and technically, it's very good managing. Very good.
Yeah,
but
when
we
you don't know what you're
know
gonna
that
get.
about him. Yeah,
and you don't know what you're going to get offensively from either team. Like
that's true.
The Cardinals could hang 20 or hang none.
Yeah,
any given day. So
yeah, but the Brew Crew, they're pretty consistent right now. 7-3 in the last 10.
Yeah,
it's just stellar.
Yep. And then you've got the big series, one of the bigger series this weekend. You've got the Yankees at the Rays. Brig, I want to know if a potentially shorthanded Yankees team is in trouble this weekend against the Rays.
They are. Yeah, we're in trouble. Yeah, it's a problem, and I'm worried. And we just lost Stanton to
a calf injury.
Yeah.
Did he go on the IL, or is that still?
As of right this minute, I think he is on the IL. Is it 10-day? Oh, I think it's 10-day.
I'm checking right now. I'm double checking.
All right. But yeah, I think it's going to be a problem with everybody they have. I mean, we just lost Chad Green. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Chapman's he's put on the 10-day IL with a strained right calf.
Yeah. So we have two huge pitching issues. We have some bat problems. But Miguel Andujar's back, and he's not doing. I mean, didn't do too bad yesterday. So I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting because the Rays are dealing with their own injury issues, but I feel like they're top to bottom deeper than most teams in the league, certainly than the Yankees.
But that's how they roll.
Yeah.
Right. That's like organizational. That's like systemic for them. The Yankees aren't deep. They're not deep.
No,
at all. Like if this starting rotation goes out, we got 3 guys on the bench and everybody else is at AAA.
Yeah.
And
they're very top
for good reason.
Yeah.
They're just not ready yet. They're both 6-4 in their last 10 though. Which is disappointing.
I'm sure it is as a Yankee fan. Honestly, right now as a Mariner fan, I would take 6-10.
Yeah.
So it's so bad, man.
Yeah. And I feel smug by being like 6-4. Are you kidding me? But especially with how things have been the last, few weeks. Yeah, it's hard to come back down.
Well, and for a while there, I mean, you would have taken 6-4, right?
Right at the beginning, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
first
now
couple weeks for sure
caught fire on it and heated up. Because right now the Mariners are in their last 10, 2-8. That includes losing 2 in a row to the freaking A's,
Whew.
which is a team that the Mariners have dominated the last few years, and it's so frustrating. Julio Rodriguez is hitting. Kyle Lewis is back, and he's hitting, but I think it's going to take a little bit for him to get his power back.
Yeah.
But man, it's just like the pitching. The pitching is a real issue. It's so bad all across the board.
Pitching is
even
huge,
Robbie
man.
Ray has not been good.
Yeah.
But anywho,
oh boy. Well,
we'll go ahead and get out of here because we don't want to keep you guys too late on a Thursday night live. But before we do, let's talk about Patreon. You can jump on Patreon and search Baseball Together, and you can become one of our rooters. You can support the podcast that way. We have some projects that we would like to get off the ground, and that is how you can help us do so.
we have
Great.
other ways you can help us do so as well. You can jump on the shop at 9plusus.com, NINEPLUSUS.com, 9plusus.com. I'm wearing my Autism Awareness Baseball Together t-shirt today, and Brad has his Not Sexy shirt on, which we have been hyping the last few episodes, and it looks fantastic. It really
does.
is so
It
good.
turned
We still
out
have that
so
overlay.
We
This,
do
for
still
those
have
of
the
you
overlay.
watching, this is what it looks like, in case you're wondering. Brad's got it on. It got there super quickly. I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah,
And
me too.
it's killer. It's one of our best designs, I would say.
I would agree with
Anyway,
that. Yeah, I think it
It's
turned
so
out
cool.
turned out so awesome. But don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you're joining us on YouTube today, hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notifications anytime we post new videos. We always post clips to the full podcast episode. So if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you can go through and watch little clips as you go throughout the week as they drop. I think we're going to start putting this on the podcast episode for Friday for the most part as well. Like this will also be going going live Friday morning for the audio version of the podcast for those of you who aren't able to join the live. But with that, baseball family, thank you again for joining us. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you next week.